Thank you for joining today's HxGN Hacks. My name is Rebecca, and today we're just going to touch on a few enhancements included in the 12.3.1 release. And we're going to start with install parameters. The first one that I want to call your attention to is we have two new additions to the UITHEME install parameter. These are Theme Octave and Theme Octave Dark. And I can show you when I tested these out, the theme Octave Dark mimicked the existing theme Hex Dark, and the theme octave mimicked the existing theme hex option, but the difference primarily lies with the login screen. So if you choose to utilize one of the Octave UI themes, you'll notice that the login screen has more of the Octave Attune EAM branding, rather than kind of what you would typically see displaying, say, your app logo. It's going to use the Octave branding and color scheme on the login screen. So feel free to take a look at that. With anything, that's an enhancement or new functionality, we always recommend doing testing and updating those values and in a training or non-production environment first, just to ensure that we're not impacting inadvertently end users with those changes before they're fully vetted. Okay. Because if you're like me, if I got to the login page and I saw this, I would start to question whether or not I was accessing the correct Attune EAM environment. Now, another install parameter. So first, I just want to call your attention to HTML.COM. This is an existing install parameter of whether or not you have the HTML editing capabilities in the comments field. New in 12.3.1 is HTMLSECU. And this enforces restricting tag elements and attributes to a list of supported items. This only applies to the comments tab that we see on screens. But essentially what would occur is when an unsupported element or attribute is entered, the system will warn the user and save the comment, but without the unsupported element. Okay, so the unsupported element or attribute will be removed. If you're curious about this new, what's actually allowed, so what are the supported items, I would encourage you to review the appendix in the Octave Attune EAM comments feature brief, and this will walk through the HTML supported tags. And another install parameter new in 12.3.1 relates to dynamic checklists. So this is DYNCHKCL. So you have the ability now to specify the number of days after which dynamic checklist condition records should be deleted. So you may be asking yourself, what does this mean exactly? And let me show you an example. So I just have a work order pulled up over here. This is a work order, and as you can see, for activity 10, there were 6 checklist items, so record 6 of 6. So as you can see, we have 6 records. Okay. Now, the curious thing is if I go and I query the R5 Act checklist table in the database, let me just bring that up so we can compare. There are a count of 7 checklist items associated with activity 10. Okay. So remember, with dynamic checklists, we have the ability to control which checklist items show on the screen based on how the user answers previous checklist items. Even if they're not displayed to the end users, those dynamic checklist items still exist. So with the new install parameter, you would be able to, on a rotating basis, the system would go in and remove those dynamic checklist condition records. Okay. And for those that are new to dynamic checklists, definitely encourage you to explore that functionality. I think it's a great addition. And just a quick note here, you will see that there is a column here marking the checklist item as conditional. Perfect. Well, the next thing I want to show is just to touch on a couple of changes. So you may have noticed that HxGN Alex is now Octave Aria. Please be on the lookout. We hope to be able to demo advanced AI soon. So that was released in 12.3.1. But today I just want to call out a couple things regarding Octave Aria. The first is that you can now access your chat history. So there is a little toggle sidebar here where you would be able to access your chat history and search your previous chats. Now, for those of you that may not be familiar with HxGN Alex, which is now Octave Aria, it's a knowledge base containing Octave product documentation, help manuals, technical specs, support articles, and so forth. So you can query that knowledge base and essentially ask questions, okay? This is not the advanced AI. We'll save that for a separate time. But this is just the existing Alex, just been rebranded to Aria. And another thing out here is you do have the ability, okay, you'll see there's a couple of options here. You can switch the language and you can see which languages are supported. And you can also toggle the theme. So if you prefer the light or the dark, or if you just want to use the system, you can set the theme for that chat box. Now, if you're like me and you were reviewing the release notes, there was a reference to being able to open Aria in a separate window. Okay. Well, I came out here and I'm just like looking, well, where is that designation? So from my account, you will see a new checkbox to open the AI chat in a separate window. So if I wanted to enable this functionality, okay, I could save, and then the next time I log in and I access the chat, it would open it in a separate window, just allowing you to maximize the real estate on the screen while still, asking questions in the chat and getting that, timely assistance within EAM. Are there any questions? Okay. One other thing, and I'll just mention this real quick. It's just something to be aware of. So let me go ahead and launch advanced reports. And you'll notice that there is a new EAM package. Okay. Moving forward, EAMPackage should be used instead of the legacy HxGN EAM package 11. Okay. So all package updates and enhancements will be made specifically to the EAM package. Okay. Eventually, this HxGN EAM package is going to go away. So you'll want to start migrating your custom reports. This is detailed in the release notes. There are instructions on how to do so. There is time to migrate those custom reports. It's my understanding as of today, they're not going to deprecate the HxGN EAM package until 12.4. But it's just something to have on your radar, especially if you come out here and you're creating a new report. You'll want to ensure that you are selecting the EAM package.